All right, gang. I had talked yesterday about how I meal plan out of my cupboards, and this is what I did today. I dug it all out, and you know what? I have a lot more food than I thought I did. I have nothing to eat. Ever go to the grocery store and then you come home, you don't have anything to eat? Yeah, I get that. So I just sat down and I looked at it. I had made up quite a bit of I did batch cooking. I made a lot of chili, butternut, squash. I did spaghetti squash, lasagna. I had all that in the freezer from when I had surgery and I didn't eat it all. So I'm like, oh, I love butternut squash soup. So I just looked at what I have and man, I have a lot. I'm not going to make the tuna because I don't need that. I got one chicken breast. I don't really need to use that. I got shrimp. But I just kind of plugged in what I had. And it's just me. But if you have a family, you can do batch cooking, like big pots of chili, soups, grill up a bunch of chicken, and you can use chicken for your salads. You can, I found some ground turkey that I had browned up, which I used last night, but I still have some. So I'll throw that in with egg roll in a bowl. But yeah, I'm like, wow, I have a lot of food. I really only need to go to the store for my fresh fruit and vegetables, milk, and coffee, because we have to have our coffee. So I think sometimes just having a visual, because I know the kids can do this, but I know I've done it. I don't have anything to eat because I don't have anything readily available. So I encourage you, I still had, let's talk about the crisper. Let's talk about the fridge. So the fridge is very deceiving. See, you have crispers, and I don't know who designed them, but they're pretty much called vegetable rotters. I actually put in there things that are too tempting for me. That might be my hard seltzers, that kind of thing. The things because they're out of sight, out of mind. Isn't that how it works? And then what I do is I put I've got these Brussels sprouts, which things stay much fresher in glass than they do in plastic. And I just bought these lids at Walmart for, I don't know, 99 cents. Yeah, those are still good. You know how Brussels sprouts can smell? I bought these for 99 cents for, I don't know, 10, 8, I don't know how many. But yeah, so, and if it's in clear glass, put it eye level. So a lot of times I'll cut up my carrots. Oh, who am I kidding? I don't cut up carrots. I buy the baby carrots. I cut up my peppers and cucumbers and all of that, and I put them in these type of containers, and I put them eye level. Also, when I'm going to work, I'll have little baggies of them, so that's my snack on my way home. I typically make a crock pot meal or something very, very simple on Mondays and Fridays because I know those are my days I'm tired. I'm tired on Mondays, and I definitely don't want to cook on Fridays. And when you already have something in the crock pot, to me, the best smell in the world is not roses, it's supper when you come home. So I might throw in a really easy one is chicken breast with a can of salsa. Put it in the crock pot when you come home. Just mix it up and shred it. If you already got your onions and peppers, sometimes I do some cherry tomatoes, throw them in a skillet, saute them, or you can throw them in the crock pot and let it cook for about an hour. I like my veggies crunchy. Then you got fajitas. You can put those either in a wrap or you can put them in a lettuce leaf. That works. But yeah, I've really got plenty. So I sat down and I wrote out my list because I guarantee it, the grocery store I'm not a grocery store fan. I do not like going to the grocery store. So the less I need, another little tip is if you want to eat healthy, shop the outside of the grocery store. That's where you're going to find your fruits and vegetables. You're going to find your meat. You're going to find your dairy, your refrigerated stuff. You're going to find the things that rot. The things that don't are your processed foods down the center aisle. So if you can avoid those, that's even better. Speaking of avoidance, what's even better is ordering your groceries online. Because I know for me, we are driven by our emotions. So when I see Fig Newtons, which I am going to have, now that I've said it, I've really got to avoid it. When I see Fig Newtons, I think of my grandma Ardenbright. And she always had Fig Newtons, and I get the warm, fuzzy feelings, and then that's what I want. And then I scarf a half a box of them a container home before I get home. So, yeah, I made up my baked potatoes. I did these in my air fryer. I don't have to heat the whole house up. That's a piece of cake. I will do my Brussels sprouts in the air fryer, a little olive oil, garlic salt, because hello, garlic. and just shake them like 20 minutes. It doesn't take much time. I can do my chicken then too, or I might do it ahead of time. I've got eggs. Eggs are cheap. You got hard-boiled eggs. You can put it in with tuna. You can make egg salad. You can do egg scrambles with veggies. That's cheap, cheap, cheap. So eating healthy is kind of like, I bust the myth that it's expensive. Plus, I like to point out the fact that if you eat healthy, you don't have high cholesterol, you don't have diabetes, you don't have those things where the doctor's trying to push the pills on you, you don't have the doctor's visit, you don't have the prescription pills, the prescription costs, and all of that. So, oh yeah, I have like, this is my go-to, green beans. I always have cans of green beans, which I would kill for a big garden and fresh green beans. I always have green beans on hand because you can just grab a protein and like I rinse mine to get the salt off because sodium really affects me. Heat them up and you're good to go. Typically I try to avoid eating carbs at my last meal. There's like all kinds of proven things. I'm not going to get all specific with you, but less carbs at night. It helps you sleep better. You will see weight loss. So those were some of my tips today. So I just busted this out, which this is in our files, and I just kind of wrote it out so I have an idea. Like I got some leftover turkey. Well, that was a surprise find in the freezer. I might take half of it out and then put the rest of the frozen back in there. But that's what I have. So, and if you have something like I still got another meal in there. What was it? Stir fry. Okay, you ever have those hairs that tickle? Okay, it's stir fry. And I had a bunch left over and I just stuck it in a container and put it in the freezer. So I got a whole meal when I want to pull it out. So I don't throw stuff away. That's cash in the trash. So my goal today is to see how little I can spend at the grocery store. And I am not going to count my wine as part of my food budget. That goes into entertainment budget. So that is my tips for today.